Today is a career first for country icon Trisha Yearwood as she celebrates the release of her new album, Mirror.
Yes, Trisha is featured as a co-writer on every track of the album that she says is deeply personal. And we got to celebrate the release with her this morning as she shared the vision behind her latest work and what's to come.
Congratulations. This is an exciting new chapter for you. The first time where we can really hear Trisha's storytelling on every single track. And you say, of all your accolades, making the music for this was actually the most rewarding for you.
Yeah, it really was. I think it was, I don't even think I really knew what I was missing until I started to do it. I never felt like an artist who needed to write my own songs to be able to interpret songs and make them mine. And so I've done, had a really great career recording other people's songs and feeling like they're mine when I'm done with them. But there's something different when this particular portal opens and you're actually sitting in a room with other people and you're talking about your life and you're talking about their lives, and something gets written that it's so personal. It's just different. It's just another layer. And it's been just something I didn't even know I needed,
Yes, I love to hear that. I know it is very raw and emotional and vulnerable. And I know one of the songs is about the loss of your mother. Was there one song that you felt more vulnerable about releasing?
Well, that was one for sure. It's called When October Settles In. It was one of the first songs that I wrote when I kind of started this recent journey. And it was hard to write it and it was hard to sing it. So that's the other challenge, is when they're very personal, you have to go, okay, I can't cry through this whole song in the studio because I can't sing and cry at the same time. But at the same time, it was a way to really honor my mother in a different way. So that one's definitely near and dear to my heart.
Yes, and I know you honor her in giving back in terms of breast cancer and cancer research. And you're always out there. And tomorrow you're going to be celebrating at the Opry with Charles Kelly, which is so exciting. I gotta ask you, why is the song The Record Plays On, why is it so special, and why will it be special when you take that stage tomorrow?
I got to co-write that song with my co-producer. His name's Chad Carlson, and a friend of mine named Melissa Fuller. And we were just sitting around the table, and when you write, you usually spend the first 30 minutes to an hour just talking about what's going on. And we were just talking about, man, the world's getting crazy. And this was like 2023, maybe. And we were like, it's just that things are like what's happening in the world. And we wanted to write a song about it. There's a lot of songs like that. And we didn't want it to be preachy. And we're like, as the comfort is knowing that everything comes back around, and that even when things are really good, they're going to cycle, and when things are really bad, they're going to cycle, and we're good. It was like, how do we give people comfort without preaching to them? And so we wrote this song, and then it was Charles who we thought, man, his voice would just take it to another level, and he came into the studio and did this kind of counter harmony thing that is just amazing. So I've gotten to sing with him live before, but not one of my songs. So I'm really excited about the Opry because he's such a great singer. I just can't wait to sing it with him.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be so special. I'm excited about it. We are excited about it. And you know what I love about you is you are so relatable, and you're going to be out there meeting fans, doing autograph signings. And I think that's so cool, that interaction. Why is that interaction with fans so important to you?
Well, I'm in New York today, and I look out into the crowd and I see people that have been coming to see me since 1991, so country music, I think, has that, we've always been a very accessible genre. So if you wanted to meet somebody that is in our business, you probably can at a concert or a show or somewhere. We're just accessible in that way. So it's always important, and especially after so many years of getting to do this, the fact that people still show up. I think I've always been grateful, but I think I'm more grateful than ever that I still get to do this on this level. And so going out and doing some of these signings, vinyl and CDs, in different parts of the country is a way to just kind of say, thank you. Thanks for continuing to show up.
As you interact with these fans over the weekend, I know you said some of these people have been coming to see you since 1991. Is there a story of a fan that stands out the most to you, or something obscure perhaps that someone's brought you to sign before?
All of the above. I mean, I think the weirdest thing I ever signed, maybe not the weirdest, but one of the most unusual was someone had a potbelly pig as a pet, and they had their pig on a harness, and they asked me to sign their pig, so I signed the harness. That was pretty fun. The cool thing about the people that have been coming to see me since '91 is that I think we've grown up together. A lot of them were around my age, and I was in my early 20s when I started. Some of them were in high school, and I've gotten to see them grow up. I've watched them lose parents like I've lost my parents. I've watched them go through health scares. I've watched them find each other and get married. So I feel like we've kind of all grown up together, and so they do feel like they're my friends. It's really cool when I see them in the crowd, whether we get a chance to visit or not. It's like there's a connection there, and I just appreciate it.
Well, while we are celebrating the work that you've done on Mirror, I know it's been a few years in the making. Talk about what this past year has brought to you personally when it comes to songwriting. And it's just the beginning of us getting to know Trisha even more on a personal level.
Well, what I learned is it was a lot harder to choose songs for this album because I've written so many, and they're all so special to me. It's different from when you're listening to other people's songs and you pick the best 10 or 12. But so what I'll say is what I've learned in the last year is I'm just not going to stop, and I continue. I've been writing since I finished the album, and I'm like, oh man, I wish that song we'd written that before. But that just means maybe there's a volume 2 out there somewhere.
We'll be keeping our eye out for Volume 2. Trisha will perform at the Opry tomorrow and plans to hold a special meet and greet for fans out there. She will also celebrate with an album signing in the heart of downtown Nashville between 4th and 5th Avenue Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock. It's free. Stop by and see her because clearly she's a gem. She really is. We'll be right back.